Hey y'all, your girl is back. I just been taking my little time away, just chilling, doing the family thing like I explained to you guys the other day. I'm doing what's important. It's fun, it's to have shits and giggles, but when it comes to what's real, I'm focusing on that, what's real. I don't, have time to play anymore. Not playing, this is my life. I just think back to the people that are not here anymore, and meaning the ones that I genuinely loved, that I genuinely know love me. Not speaking on anyone that I know that loves me. If you're here, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that's not here. And when I say that, not just the ones that have passed on, but I'm talking about the ones, and you know who you are, who have either walked out or got put out. I'm talking about you guys. I think back. Nobody's perfect. I know that for a fact. No one's perfect. But at the end of the day, do you ever think about the things that you do to others? Has there ever been a time to where you were like, dang, maybe I was down bad? Well, me, I do that. See, that somebody don't want me to say this, but I'm going to say this. I do reflect on my wrongs, and I do reflect on my rights. And one thing I don't do anymore is be accountable for everyone else. I have learned over the years that I can only be accountable for me. I can only tell my truth. And generally, I can tell the truth because a lot of people are not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want you to hear. They're going to feed you, spoon feed you BS, all day long. It's always going to be the other person that they're talking about. They're going to always make them look bad. See, me, I'm going to tell the truth. What I did wrong, what you did wrong, and what happened. You understand? Because I don't get anything out of trying to assassinate someone's character. I don't get anything out of lying, and I don't want anybody to lie to me. I believe in the golden rule, do unto others as you want done unto you. But we're living in a world that's so selfish, that's so egotistical, a bunch of liars. People lying to themselves. So how can I expect them to be real with me? I can't. And you can't either. So you got to be more careful. You got to be more careful with who you let in here, who you let in here, and definitely who you let down there. Got to be more careful, because when you connect, especially sexually, you guys exchange a lot of stuff. You have to start looking at life. Is this a person that I can see myself with? Or is this just something to do? If it's just something to do, sometimes you should say no. I'm talking to you. Sometimes you should learn to say no because everything ain't good for you. People walking around here getting sick, all kinds of sick, cold, diseases, all kinds of stuff. That's how you know something ain't right. There's a breakdown, and we know it's definitely within your immune system in your mind. And I wonder why we spoon feed ourselves BS. We convince ourselves that everything is okay, and sometimes it's not okay. See me? I'm going to keep it real with you. But right now, things are not okay. I am in a place of growth, I am in a place of telling my truth and explaining to you who I am because I see a lot of people think they know me so far off. They don't have a clue to who I am and they will never know my character, could never walk in my shoes. So stop trying. You can't do it, you know. I'm a giver. You're not. I help people. You don't. I'm going to say it again. I'm a giver and I help people. You don't. I see people, homeless people, I help them. I've saved a few lives, literally, no cap. CPR. I've doctored several gunshots. I can go down the line on things that I have done for other people, but I'm not gonna go down the line because it'll be a long line, and that's not what it's about. This is just letting you know, letting you guys know that I help other people. I do for others. I don't always think of myself, but now I'm in a place I gotta start thinking of myself more. I'm gonna continue to help people, but I'm gonna help people that that man upstairs puts on my heart. I'm gonna not just, do for everybody because everybody don't deserve it. And I'm not gonna just harden my heart, and say that I'm just gonna not do nothing no more because that ain't me. But I'm tightening up. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna do. It's a lot of stuff that other people then messed up for y'all out here. You feel me? Like it's changing me, and I'm fighting that change. But maybe it's the change I need. I be too nice to people. I go all in. I'm loyal, but I don't seem to get that in return. So I'm pulling back now, guys. Not totally, but I'm pulling back on a lot of stuff. All that wifey treatment on boyfriend material, that's out. Not doing that no more. Mm-mm, that's out. Because people don't appreciate it. They don't. People don't even say thank you anymore. Like it's weird out here. People are so disrespectful. I've never seen so many disrespectful kids to their elders. Like I've never seen so many people that don't want to help anybody. Like what type of world are we living in when you don't want to help a baby or an elder? Like what type of world are we living in where you're that selfish that oh that ain't my responsibility. Let me explain something to y'all. Everybody out here is your responsibility, silly. We're supposed to help each other out here. Everybody. You don't have to be my people, but you are my people. And if I see you in distress and it's something I could do, I'm going to do it. That's the difference between you and I. We cut from two different cloths. I cannot walk past someone knowing that they need assistance and just go on with my day like, oh, that ain't my people. Y'all down bad for that. Like, you ain't right. And the day is going to come when you're going to need that help. And remember, the man upstairs never forgets. Never forgets. Watch how you treat people because you're going to be in a position and you're going to need someone. And then the man upstairs is going to be like, remember that time when so and so needed your assistance and you overlooked them and then you chose to do this and look what you got out of that, a cold, a sickness, a disease. You probably tripped and fell, scraped yourself, lost something. Do you ever think that stuff happens when you don't do something that you should have done? Do you ever think like that? Well, I do. So I don't have those regrets. Anytime I can assist somebody, I do. That's the difference between me and you. You'll overlook them. You'll say, forget them. You'll say, I ain't gonna do this. It ain't for you to do for everybody. But there has been one or two people, three, four, five, that you know that you should have looked out for and you chose not to. Y'all better change y'all ways. We're living in a different world out here. I don't get it. It feels lonely out here with the way I think versus the way you guys think. The way I move versus the way you guys move. Like, it's lonely out here. Y'all just different and it's sad. Like, y'all focus on material things. Y'all focus on the wrong things. You can't take none of that stuff with you. And I just keep telling y'all that, but one day you're going to listen. One day.